Got another delivery. Let's have a look. So this is the pressure relief valve for the water heater. Excellent. A couple of weeks after sending it off, we've got another delivery, and it's the water heater and burner that's come back again from being refurbished. Look at that. It's certainly looking a little bit healthier than when we sent it away. Now, of course, there's an earlier video where we discovered that the burner was in fact the problem with the water heater, and I'll put a link to that in the description below. Of course, if you want to make sure you don't miss anything like that, then you have to subscribe. And why wouldn't you? Because it's all edge of your seat stuff, this. Anyhow, just looking at the burner that's come back, obviously the main thing you can see is that it has had a new burner box fitted. The other one was pretty rotten and almost disappeared really. They also replaced the flame detection probe. Apparently that came off as they were working on it, and there's also repaired some of the electronics in here. There are a number of dry joints and things that needed repairing there. If you look around the other side, I don't know if you can see, there's a small section of seal that's been replaced, and apparently the flame had been trying to get into the habitation area of the van past that seal, so it's quite important you get that seal against the plate when you reinstall it. Apparently the thing to do is to make sure it's mounted as high and flush as possible when we put it back in, so let's be very careful to do that. Right, let's stick it in and see what happens. Oh, it's very cold here again today. A little bit of snow drifting down. Anyway, let's get this cover off. Well, the next thing to do is to get this old pressure relief valve that's melted out if we possibly can. Well, we're going to have to. Well, the nut's a little bit far down there to get a socket or anything on it, so I'm going to try and get it out with my pliers, I suppose. Yeah, it's very brittle. That's not really working for me. Let's see what else I've got. Water pump pliers. There's not much you can't get done with water pump pliers. God, it's flipping cold. She's coming. Yeah, this is not easy, though. It's near its point now where I could get a deep socket on it if I had one. Oh dear, this is tough old business. I wonder if I've got a nice deep socket that will go over there. Let's go and have a look in the garage. Oh, well, I haven't got a suitably deep socket, so maybe that's one for the Christmas list, but I had another go with the water pump pliers, and of course the worst possible thing has happened, and that snapped off and left the bottom bit down there in the hole. So now I've got to try and get that out. So probably the easiest thing to try first is to see if I can wedge a flat bladed screwdriver in there, turn it out with that perhaps, try not to damage the threads. This is not sure what this is, plastic or something. Anyway, trying not to damage that in the process. Well, let's give this a shot then. Yeah, that's not really working. Need a bigger screwdriver, I think. Yeah, all that was doing really was mangling up the edge of it without really turning it round. So try something else with a little hacksaw blade to see if I can cut it up and then get it out. Gotta be pretty careful not to cut the threads. What I don't want, of course, is anything going inside, so I'll get something to hook that little bit out with. Don't need that, I've got a new one of them. This thing just really doesn't want to come out, does it? Well, it's actually so cold out there that all the cameras are losing their batteries really fast. Well, that was quite a battle to get that remains of that pressure relief valve out. I've got a new one here. New one has the nut on the top quite sensibly instead of on the bottom. That's a bit of an improvement. I'm going to go out there now and clean the threads out a little bit more in that hole and then see if I can fit this. I have to leave you there to charge up, I'm afraid. Well, I've got that pressure relief valve in using a 20mm socket and it went in okay, so hopefully I managed to get all those little bits of plastic out and it's got a good seal on it. It is properly cold out there. I'm now going to go and take the little metal plate off the front of the burner housing bit and then we'll have a go at putting the burner in, but it is really cold out there. Ooh. I tell you, so fitting this new burner, one of the first things I have to do is connect the plug. Just make sure that goes in the right way. There we go. And that slides in there. So this end is as high as possible, really. So you want that lifted up there. Splendid. Now I'll fix this plate back on again. And this front cover. Ah, and here we have a problem. This interferes with that. So we can't get that back on. Oh dear. You can see what the problem is. This is sticking out too far, so I can't get the cover back on. It may be that we've got the wrong one of these. Yeah, that's never going to go on there, is it? Oh dear. Okay, I removed the pressure relief valve again and had a little bit of a look at it and a look online. Now, the earlier Mark 1 pressure relief valve apparently is discontinued according to most of the websites I've looked at. This is part number 101039, which is the one that everyone seems to be selling and they say fits all the Cascade 2 water heaters. So this little bit here just goes on to the little spring-loaded plunger, which is obviously set to rise at a certain pressure. And I think all that is, as far as I can tell, is to enable you to pull it up to test it's free. In fact, some of the pictures online do show this part without that on. So I am going to refit that without that bit, because obviously I can't put the cover on with that bit there. And I think that will be okay. Obviously it's a pressure relief valve, so it is quite important that it works. But I can't really see why it wouldn't work, just because this little cap is on there. That plunger is still free to rise. I will check it's not completely up against the gauze of the cover, because then it wouldn't be free to rise, but provided it's not, I think that should be okay. If you disagree, then let me know in the comments, I guess, if I'm still alive after I fire it up. Yeah. I'm sure I will be. Anyway, I'm going to fit that and see what happens. Well, so I'll put the pressure relief valve in and I've screwed the cover back on the outside. I've opened up the locker inside so I can see what's going on there. I'm going to put some water in the tank and make sure that the water heater is full, and then I guess we'll give it a try. Oh, it's actually started getting quite dark outside now, and the snow flurries are coming down. Still, let's fire up the pump. Oh, we better close the taps first, so that nothing comes out. let's fire up the pump and get rid of all the air. You can hear the water heater filling. I presume that's a good thing. Yeah, that seems gurgling away well. Right, let's get rid of some of the air out the taps. That's good. Right, something's happening there. I'm just going to check outside and see if there's anything coming out. No, everything seems good outside. Actually sure what's happening there. I guess we never usually hear that because we have don't have the covers off. There's some of the air. Could be, of course, that the pipes are frozen underneath the van again. There's some air in the bathroom. It stopped the hissing noise there. My pump is about to stop by the sound of it. Yep, there we go. That's the pump stop. So the pump thinks that we've got enough pressure. Little gurgle from that. Yeah. So there's the hot water pressure. A little bit of air. There we go, it's got rid of most of that. Right, it's got rid of the air in there. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to top up the water with another couple of watering cans full, just to make sure everything's got plenty of water in it. Well, I've put some more water in the tanks. I've turned the gas on. I've left the gas locker unlocked so I can get to it quickly if I need to. And I've pulled a little bit of gas through on the burner because it's very cold. I know butane can freeze up, but we do seem to have gas. The burner's working. So I think we can now try and see if we get hot water or not. Okay, so I'll open up the gas cock to the water heater. And then this thing, I believe. That didn't do a lot, did it? Ah, might need the auxiliary switch on. Hold on. Yeah, so let's switch the auxiliary stuff on. And then back to our control panel here. Still not a great deal happening. Oh no, we have a light. And we have ignition. I just heard her fire up. Right. Let's go outside and make sure that there's no flame shooting out the side of the van. Good, the van doesn't actually appear to be on fire. I can hear a hiss, I can feel a little bit of heat coming out of there. That all seems good. Slightly funny smell, but I think that's just the new burner. It doesn't smell like burning plastic like we had before, so that's good. Right, let's see what's happening back inside the van. While we're here, may as well have a little look at this pump that we replaced the other week, and that looks absolutely bone dry, which is great. That is still fixed. Well, I'm very happy to report that you can't see really on the video, but that is warmish water. I haven't really left it very long. It's coming to feel cold again now. But yes, it's all working. So fantastic. Well, I'm very pleased with that. We've got hot and cold running water in the van now. Yes, things are coming on. We're gradually getting all the things fixed. So very, very, very happy with that. Excellent. Well, of course it's still freezing here and the snow's started to come down again, so the last job is once again to drain it all down so we don't have any more freezing problems. So that's what's happening at the moment. Everything's open, everything's draining out, ready for us to go away again in a couple of weeks' time. Excellent. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed it, press like, subscribe if you want to see some more, and ring the bell to be notified when we upload something new.